From the Opco Studios in Oklahoma City, this is an OSU update with Gina Mizell. I'm Jenni Carlson. Gina, we've seen the report from SI, the first installment of their 10-month investigation into Oklahoma State football. The name that really pops out, I think, for a lot of people as they read is Joe DeForest. His link between the Les Miles era and the Mike Gundy era is obvious.
Yeah, I mean, you look at a lot of these former players that have gone on the record and been named in this report. It's guys from the past, from the Les Miles era, from the early 2000s. But like you said, Joe DeForest was at Oklahoma State for 11 years, was part of the Les Miles era, stayed on with Mike Gundy, and then left after the 2011 season to go to West Virginia. So, yeah, this whole pay for performance, whether it was a bonus system orchestrated by him, whether it was direct payments from him or boosters or what have you, as far as the recent state of Cowboy football, that's probably the most concerning thing, is that Joe DeForest was on staff as recently as 2 years ago.
I'm going to guess that once we get all the information and we see what's out there, then our administration, the people inside, will look at it and we'll see where we made mistakes. And we'll try to make ourselves better and we'll correct it, and then we'll move forward. And I would hope that there will be some of it that we look at and say, I'm not sure, one way or the other based on what's out there. That's really the best way I can put it. But I think the university is looking forward to getting the information and looking and seeing to make ourselves better.
DeForest denied all the allegations in the story, but at the same time, he's on the sidelines at the Fiesta Bowl. I mean, that's as recent as he was on staff for the Cowboys. You had a chance to talk to some of those guys that were there during that 2011 season, a watershed year really for the program. Mm-hmm. What did they have to say about some of these allegations?
Yeah, the players that I spoke to and that I've talked to some other media outlets throughout the past couple of days, they also denied the allegations. A guy like James Thomas, a linebacker who was a turnover machine in 2011, had 4 interceptions, about couple forced fumbles, et cetera, et cetera. He flat out said, hey, if they were giving out money, I would have been rich. So it's interesting to see. Again, he obviously can't speak to what happened in previous years. Another guy that you spoke to is Andrew McGee, and he said he never saw this happening, and he was a player, a student volunteer assistant during the 2011 season, and is now with DeForest at West Virginia. So again, it's interesting to see how this develops, and there's obviously conflicting stories and people saying one thing and others denying it, and so to see how this all unfolds, it's certainly going to be very interesting to watch.
And as we know, the statute of limitations on NCAA violations is 4 years, but some of these things could conceivably, because of the DeForest link, it sounds like maybe fall into what they could look at.
Right, just because he's been here or was here as recently as 2011.
All right, thanks, Gina. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.